Figma has just found a way to bridge the gap between design and development. In the last FigCon, which was just like a week ago or so from our time of recording this video, Figma released what is called Dev Mode. Now, I know a lot of engineers and probably product managers or PMs or every other people that were not necessarily designers might have not paid so much attention to it. But in this video, I'll show you how, as an engineer or a PM, this new feature would make your life a whole lot easier.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
So basically what Figma has done has created a way to eliminate all of the noise from iteration and give you the ability to focus on what is actually most important for you. Let me show you what I mean. Let's jump on Figma. So normally when a designer finishes a project and hands it off to a developer, the developer would come here with view access, obviously, and then get exposed to all these other pages on the left that shows, the test, presentation, possibly like the iterations the designers have done over and over, whiteboarding sessions and all of those. But now with the new dev mode, which is around the top right, when you come into a page as a developer, all you need to do is to switch on this toggle that shows you dev mode. Now what this does is it eliminates all those unnecessary screens that you don't need to see and shows you only screens that the designer has marked ready for development. Not saying that this totally eliminates the screens for you. If you still want to see the screen, you can just come here and click show all pages, you get to see it. But why do that? Like, why bother yourself with the unnecessary things when you can just see the sections that have been marked for dev mode, and you can always hide that back anyway. So once you click on dev mode, let me explain to you some other things that this feature has done that you would totally love. You switch it on, you see the screens that are marked for dev mode. Towards your left here, you see ready for development. And if you click on a section there, it zooms into the exact part of that design. And then you now have like screen annotations that shows you the padding, the text, the input, all of the good stuff. So you don't necessarily have to always scroll through the right side of the element. I'm going to come over to the right side pretty soon when we're done on the left. So you zoom in and then you have some metadata you can work with. You can see when last it was edited. You can see, the parts that were edited. And if you just click around, the browser takes you to all the necessary components that you need to see that have been marked ready for development. This is just super amazing. Now, this is the list of some of the things it can do. One of the other things I really love that this dev mode does is, if you come over to the right here, compare changes. Now, what compare changes does is, most times design is an iterative process. Design change, requirements change from time to time. And as a developer or a PM, it's kind of frustrating not knowing which screens were changed or what was changed in the screen. Now I'll show you. Let's go back to the design section. And for example, let me mark that V. And for example, if I wanted to, there was an update and possibly, let me switch out of dev mode. So there was an update and then we had to change this color to probably yellow, like just for an example, right? And you as the developer, you might have not spotted this out if this were like thousands and thousands of screens. So one of the things I really love that what dev mode does for you is it gives you the opportunity to see the changes that has been done. If you remember, I changed this color to yellow. So when you come back, you don't have to spend all the while nitpicking which designs has changed. If you move over to the right side of the Figma, you see this feature called compare changes. And when you click on this, it's going to basically provide you with two models in which you can compare. You can compare side by side or you can overlay. Now, if you see the side by side, it shows you what has changed. This is kind of easier for you to see. And if you look a little bit down, it shows you the exact part that has been changed. So when you click or hover around it, you see that exact section that change happened. If you decide to use the overlay, it kind of puts them together. You can drag through to see the places that has changed. Because it's only the button that was affected, as I'm dragging through the overlay, you see that is changing. So that gives you an idea, the parts that has changed. You also have more data towards your left, and it shows you, what was created, the changes that happened, and who made these changes. But that's not all. Figma also introduced the VS Code plugin. So basically what this does for you is it gives you an opportunity to install the Figma for VS Code plugin directly in your VS Code editor. So when you get the extension and you install it, right? Trust me, like the amount of time you're going to save using this is going to elevate your game totally. As you can see here, your designs will be directly beside your VS Code, whereby you can hover, annotate, get the necessary changes you want, also get like code completion for the different components you made, and this just makes your life a whole lot easier. And coming back to Figma, there are a lot of things now you can also do. You can set different code languages you want. It now also supports Swift UI and Compose. Then you can also like add other things like your GitHub. You can link your linear to it. You can link your GitHub to it. You can link your storyboard for your assets and design system documentation, all directly in one place, which is in the dev mode. This is just super, super amazing. So you can see how dev mode would elevate your entire process, make you faster, make you love what you're doing, and takes away most of the stress that takes from you from navigating all of this Figma board madness. So if you love this video and this video have brought you value, let me know in the comment section. Let me know one new thing you picked out from this video. Share this video to other engineers, designers, and PMs you know. Support this channel and let's help make life easier for everyone, both designers and developer. If you'd like to grow more as a designer, really want to stand out, become that pro that you are, I think you should consider watching any of this video that pops up, as this will give you a more detailed breakdown to some of the new things Figma released. And I'll see you right over there in the next one. Bye.